Here we go again, back with more Pro Cycling Manager and our Road to Monument series in Pro Cycling Manager 2015. My name is Cyclist. Today we have the final 3 stages of Vuelta Cyclista at País Vasco. Of course there's a stage 6 as well, but since it's a time trial and we need to either win a stage or get a mountain jersey, I don't see that happening at all, a victory there. Once again, we're hoping for a breakaway, we're hoping for not that great of riders to go in the breakaway with us, but it will end uphill this time, so I'm expecting a bit better riders than we faced yesterday, where we ended up winning a lot of points. As of right now, we are, like 10 points out of Igor and Ton, 18 points of Kwiatkowski, who probably will not be in the breakaway, and 21 points ahead of Goggle or whatever it was called, who we were in the breakaway with on stage 2 in the last video. But let's get into the stage and hopefully we'll manage to get in a small group where we can have a chance of getting a lot of points. Okay, so I didn't pay attention that we actually got to the first point, and so I only got like 3rd place with only 1 point, and it was even against some pretty easy competition, 69, 66, Dogs and Diamura. I even have Chirel here behind me in a little 2-man group with Chirel and Timmy. He's going to be difficult to beat, this guy, Chirel from 82R. Once again, in all my series I feel like the other team were always annoying me here, but there's still a lot of more points. At least I got 1 point here. I would have liked some more. We'll probably get some more later on, but right now we have a big gap. 5-man breakaway probably, since they will catch us pretty soon here. So it's probably going to be a duel between me and Chirel if I keep attention. Let's get to the next climb since I messed up the first one. Okay, so this is the important part now. We're heading down here. As soon as we hit the bottom of the climb, it's going upwards straight afterwards here. I'll move to the front here since I believe it is all about to kick off. 85 now on the dot. Let's see if we can beat Chirel here. He will probably attack, trying to get some of the points. Yeah, okay, everybody's attacking right now here at the 2.5 kilometer mark. He seems strong. I'll probably only get 2nd here behind him, but I have such a big gap that I don't care too much about that either. Yeah, I will be 2nd place. Yeah, he's too strong for me at this point still. But 2nd place on a category 3 climb is still 2 points. 1 more than before. I have 13 point lead now to Igor and Ton, and 21 down to Kwiatkowski. Stage 5, I have looked a bit ahead, and it seems like stage 5 is going to be deciding. There's so many points on stage 5. A few category 1 climbs as well, which will be very deciding. It's really important that I get in the breakaway with the white people on stage 5, otherwise stages like this might not even matter at the end. We actually have Tommy the Slug. I didn't even notice they were so close to us now. I'm just going to start my own pace here. Let's see if I can pace up myself before I die out. Still have like 4 Skyriders or so with Johan Thomas here amongst them, trying to stay in front of me here. They're just overtaking me. It's like 4 Skyriders, Landa, Henao, Sanchez and Johan Thomas here, all by themselves, and I can't do anything about it. Wow. That's domination by Sky, just doing this. Slagter, Jay McCarthy is here in the under 25 jersey. So no points for me here, sadly enough. But I really like this because there are 5 points on the line here. I think it will go to, I don't know, I think it was Mikel Landa actually who ended up winning them. Yeah, 6 points for Sky. I don't think there's any of these riders. Maybe John Thomas, perhaps, we're going to be afraid of me. Nah, not really. So not really that disappointing at that. Every one of my riders are dead. There are only 36 riders in this front group at all. But let's just roll to the finish line. I don't think we'll have any chance of winning any points on the next climb, even though it would be really nice. I just don't see it happening. So let's simulate to the end of the stage. Okay, another stage. Oh, we ended up only adding 3 points on this stage. Should have probably been 5 if I had paid a bit more attention, but in the end it doesn't really matter that much. Because there was not many points on the line today. John Thomas took another stage victory. He's dominating right now. Then Moreno from Katusha in 2nd, Valverde in 3rd. Squeens from my team actually ended in 15th place, which is a really good result for a continental team. And really proud of my team ending up so high up in the standings. I think it's actually not that bad either in 43rd place. But yeah, let's get to stage number 4 and see the profile for that. Stage number 4 has a profile that looks as follows. There's 5, 10, I believe category 1 climb is worth 10 points maybe. So I'm guessing 10, 20, 25 points on the line, so a lot of points here. As well as tomorrow, these two stages are going to be deciding for who will win the mountain jersey. Of course, I'll try once again to get in the breakaway. Hopefully, I'll face guys like Goggle and not guys like Chirel and Igor and Ton once again. Because facing those guys means I'll get dropped in probably one of the first few climbs. Of course, my hill stats have improved a lot since the start of the game, but I'm still far away from guys like Vikovsky with his 83 hills. Let's get into the race and hopefully we'll finally secure ourselves the jersey. Okay, so I've managed to get myself in a 7-man breakaway, not the ideal situation. We have big riders like Tony Martin, 74, better than me, 72. We have Chirel again with his 74, and we have Dibsai 73. So we have 3 riders who have better stats than me. There'll be 4 riders getting points on every climb. Of course, category 1 climb, there'll be 10 points at line and 6 riders getting points. Hopefully we can make it to the category 1 climb and get some points there. But I don't want like the same rider to win all of these bonus points or these mountain point sprints. Hopefully it'll vary a little bit between the different riders. But I know guys like Chirel, there's 2 82R riders here in this group, so they will without a doubt work together, and he will go for the point sprints. I don't know if Tony Martin, for example, and what's he called, the Dimension Data rider will go for these points, but hopefully I can get some of them at least. Right now I'm getting plugged in more, I believe, than anything. I don't know if this counted this as a mountain, because I'm not moving at all and I'm going plus 90. I don't get this. This is a hill stage. Why I'm going 90 and I'm not even staying with them group at all. I should be staying with them. The Docs here, who's arguably even worse than me, is also having a lot of trouble here, so I will not get any points here at all apparently. I think it was Chirel who ended up winning the sprint. So no points for me this time. Bit sad, but what can I do about it? Hopefully I'll have more luck on the next climbs, but this could turn out to be pretty poor for me all in all, seeing just how it's been going so far. Let's get to the next climb and hopefully our luck will be different that time. And once again I can see that I'm immediately falling off. I'm just going to pace up the climb here. I think Chirel is going to win another 5 points, so that puts him up to 13 points already. If he wins the next one, he'll be up to 23, and if he wins the final one, 28 points. So it'll be really close to me. He won't overtake me, but it will be really close. I even dropped out of the bells, and that's how slow I went in the last few kilometers there. So yeah, that I went from a breakaway at 1 second to being behind the bells on the next minute. That's just the kind of stage this is. It isn't a hill stage, it's a mountain stage, and the classification is just wrong here because they should be counted as mountain and not hills. Bit annoyed about that, but you can't do anything about it. Chirel, I think, ended up winning another mountain sprint here. Or at least he did end up getting 10 more points. Oh, if Sky had caught him, I wouldn't have minded Pulsalander getting more points because they're not going to go in breakaway tomorrow. Meanwhile, of course, I am. Still 28 kilometers or so to the top. Chirel is trying to stick to the wheel of the attackers. Hopefully he won't get any more points. Oh, actually I already have been at this point. He got 2 more points. So that gives him 10, 20, 22 points. So he's up to 25 compared to my 36. I didn't get any points today. So I don't really know what to think about that. I'm 8 points ahead of him. Hopefully I won't see him in the breakaway tomorrow, but I feel like it's very likely that he'll try once again to get in the breakaway and probably beat me. Another stage, and once again Kieran Thomas has sold his way to victory ahead of Richie Port. Augusta in third. I don't know, I feel it's a bit unrealistic that Kieran Thomas is dumpstering all of these other riders, because I know he has great all-around stats, but I don't feel like he should be that great at this point in the race. Maybe it's because he should have been. He's in top shape for like Paris-Roubaix, and that's why he's doing so good, but it doesn't really make sense that he's winning by that much against such a strong peloton of riders here. Dropping Contador with 5 minutes. I know Contador has degraded a bit since last year, but still he's pretty good still. Mountain classification looks a lot more different now. We have a new second place rider. Kieran Thomas got 20 points here in the final climb and the second to last climb here. And Chirel now up to third. So we have 2 big names to look out for tomorrow. Actually 4, maybe even 5 if you count Landa and Kwiatkowski and the riders here. So, of course, Jim Thomas will probably gain points on the final climb, so we need to get points before that, because otherwise he'll win the mountain jersey on top of all the other points. This is the final stage. Look at all these climbs. Category 3, this one is the one I'm fearing the most. This category 1 climb so early on in the stage. If it just ended on it, that wouldn't matter too much to me. If it's like around here. Do the stage the other way around, I would be a lot more happy. But hopefully we can get in a bad group, honestly, and get some points here. But because right now I feel like we're probably going to lose this one. Let's get into the stage and do our best. Okay, once again I've locked myself into the breakaway here. Right now I'm out solo, but I'm going to be caught pretty soon here by a 5-man group behind me. It consists of 1 big name, Adam Yates, 79 hill, 78 mountain. He'll probably top all perhaps riders on the category 1 climb. Hopefully I'll still be able to take some points. The next big 2 riders are Mates or Mate. He was 72 mountain, so he'll probably also beat me in the mountains, but I might have a chance on the smaller hills if I can make it over with them. Tunio, I should be able to beat him. Debesai, I faced before, he has got some points for me. Hopefully I'll still be able to beat him and get some points here today. And finally Xiaomura, I should also be able to beat him, but once again, most of these riders are better than me in the mountains, so it might be a bit difficult. We have Daniel Moreno and Joaquin Rodriguez now going as well. I don't want them to join us, but I feel like they might be allowed to get away just because they're so far. Actually, Moreno is 5th overall. Why? I'm hoping they don't let the 5th overall rider get away here. At least they probably won't be challenging for... So they have 20 seconds. Yeah, yes. I'm really happy about this because that most likely means that they won't let them away here. Now it's up for me to get at least 2nd place here. I don't expect to beat Adam Yates if he wants to go for the points. But anything else, and I'm really happy about it. Let's see, when will the attacks happen? I expect some attacks for the points. Even though some of these riders, if they win every single point sprint, they might have a chance of winning the points here, but it's really unlikely. Adam Yates comes here at the end. He overtakes everybody, including me. Goes into lead of the climb. Did I win this one? I have no idea, but that was really, really close. Oh, I did win the points. That's 3 more points for me. Puts me up to 36 points. Still had a lot of energy left. I think I'm in pretty good day shape today, which could be really important. As long as I get 2nd place, if I can stay with Adam Yates here, that will be really nice. But I'm worried about Dan Moreno and Joaquin Rodriguez are right behind us right now. And they'll come up to us. And then it'll be Moreno, Rodriguez, and Adam Yates going solo away. And I won't be able to get any points. Quintana has joined as well now. I mean, is the peloton right behind us as well? It probably should be, because this is a pretty all-star group of riders. Moreno has bridged the gap up now. They're 220. They're not even trying to catch us. How are they not trying to catch a group like this? That I do not understand, but I'm not going to get any more points today. I'm going to get caught by the peloton. I'm going to see Moreno, Adam Yates, or whoever it is. Hope, because one of the riders will be better than the other riders, and that's the end of the story, honestly. Okay, 5 riders. So Joaquin Rodriguez and Quintana didn't make it up. So maybe I can get third on every one of these. Debesai and Noir might not be able to keep up with Moreno and Yates for as long as if I just keep my own pace, it might not be too unlikely that I'll get a lot of 3rd place finishes here. That's my best hope right here. Noir, Debesai. I think I'm slowly getting dropped now. 3rd place, please. 3rd place, please. Because I know that I'm going 70. I'm going pretty fast right here, but I know they have the energy left to attack you. Just saw Adam Yates before, just storming away from the other riders in the breakaway here. But 3rd place here gives me another 6 points, only 4 points less than Yates or Moreno, whoever takes the points of those 2 riders. Moreno has 8 points already, so I don't want him to win, but he's 5th overall as well. So he's probably stronger than Yates, honestly. Actually, he seems to be struggling a bit here. Is Moreno struggling at my pace up this climb here? Doesn't make any sense to me at least. But he probably used a lot of energy trying to bridge the gap. Oh, did I just win that sprint? I just won the sprint, I got 10 points. That's 46 points, I believe. 46 points, I'm pretty sure I have guaranteed myself a jersey right here. Yes! Okay, there's one more hill here, and then coming up just after downhill, we'll just take that one with us as well. I'm just saving energy here. Moreno's come back to the group. Little small hill here before we can start again. Moreno, Adam Yates, I'll start the lead out here. I'm the one starting a sprint. Moreno and Adam Yates probably have energy enough, especially Adam Yates, but they're actually not able to follow me right here. I think because I started the attack, I feel like I got a better rest before the climb. Maybe that's why I'm able to actually keep up with him here. Egon Ton, my old rival, is coming back. Oh, that's a new challenge that will make this is actually turning out to be a really exciting stage. But I feel like I got it a lot under control right now. Egon Ton will get like 2 points here. Put him up to what was he before? I don't know what he was before. Oh, he got 4 points as well here. So he's up. He got 6 more points, and I've got 16 more points, I believe. So I'm up to 52 points now, and he's up to 29, 52, 29. And there's 3, 6, 11, 14, 17, 20 points. 20 points, that is 49. Okay, I've won this jersey. I've actually done it. I've actually won the jersey. Unless I get caught by the peloton and Dylan Thomas or something like that takes the remaining points, or somehow, what is it, Chirel comes up just like Egan Ton and just destroys everybody here at the end here. I don't see it happening. I feel like I got this on a pretty good control at the moment. Yeah, I have to be really unlucky if something like that has to happen here at the end. Okay, another category 2 climb here, and a category 3 climb. Once again, trying to go 90 this time. Egon Ton and Moreno on my wheel. Alamedes has dropped off. Rodriguez has tried to get away as well. They're just weak. I have +4 day shape. It's perfect timing. It's just all lining up in my favor today. Another 3 points. I'm extending my lead. Getting more and more out of reach from my competitors here today. A long flat section here as well, where we can all regain some energy. That will probably not be in my favor since, well, I have the advantage right now. So if it had kept on going this way, it would have been really nice for me. But we are also, I think, pretty close to getting caught actually by the peloton. Let's simulate to the next climb and see if we're still in front. Okay, so we have been caught by a really small peloton, only 29 riders here. That's not looking too bad in terms of energy, but I'm sure once we get over the next climb here, I'll get dropped immediately because it's really unlikely. We've been caught by some teammates as well. We actually have a guy protecting us as well right here, which is nice. I can actually try just to see if I can get some points here. Try and go at 90, but I don't think I can outpace Samuel Sanchez and him now. We're really pacing highly right now for what's it called, Jaron Thomas at the moment. Nah, doesn't seem that likely. I'm not even really catching them at all here. I am staying in the front group though, which is impressive at this point of the race. Let's just go to the end of the race. I don't think I'll be in trouble at all here. Okay, somehow I'm actually still in the front group. I have no energy left. I have no idea how many in here. We have like Roland, Dan Martin, Quintana out in front because nobody's a threat at all to Dylan Thomas. He's just relaxing here with his Sky Train ahead of him, just like Froome in real life. But we are probably going to get like a top 30 place here, which is honestly pretty unbelievable considering our pause stats, and this is one of our third World Tour races that we are doing. Yeah, final climb coming up pretty soon. It's a really steep climb. We are dead. Let's just see. I think Roland has won this race already. Ulysses, Simon Yates and Rui Costa have gotten away. And there goes Dylan Thomas and the other favorites here. Only one hadn't joined them. All of the helpers down here. Probably not going to do much more here. Kind of like what Support maybe could have done, but he's decided not to. 2 kilometers to the finish line. I have won the mountain jersey. If you didn't know already before, I have checked that already. Roland wins it ahead of Dan Martin. Dylan Thomas, sadly enough, doesn't end up winning the stage, only finished in 7th. let's simulate through the final time trial and see how we end up in the end results. Okay, so Geraint Thomas' win streak was of course erupted a bit by Pierre Roland, but he takes it back on the time trial and winning that, with that being I think his 4th stage win of the race. Not exactly sure, but he won a lot of stages. I can just check. Stage 5, Roland, stage 4, Geraint Thomas, stage 3, Geraint Thomas, stage 2, Roberto, and stage 1, Geraint Thomas. So yeah, he ended up winning 4 out of 6 stages. And of course the overall with that, I finished 50th yesterday and 47th overall. Not bad. I think that's pretty close to best on the team behind Padilla and Screens. But since I was in the breakaway 5 stages in a row, I feel like it's pretty impressive that I'm so far up in the standings. I finished 13th on yesterday's, the toughest stage of the entire race. But more important is what I really went for, the mountain jersey. I actually ended up winning it by quite a lot, 22 points to Geraint Thomas, especially that category 1 climb that gave me 10 points at the end there. Beating out Moreno and Adam Yates was a big surprise to me, and probably the main reason why I ended up winning this, or at least was so confident that I didn't have to go all out crazy move at the end to win this. Really glad about the result here. Points jersey, didn't do that bad of course. I was in quite a few breakaways, but I didn't really sprint for any points. Young Riders 5th place, really not bad at all, especially considering the riders ahead of me, both Yates brothers and Mighties. And Team Condition, we of course have a continental team, but we still managed to finish ahead of teams like Astana, Editoir, Betlik, I believe is Cofidis. Yeah, it is Cofidis. And Katusha and lots of El Jumbo have Quintana on that team, and we still managed to beat that team. I find that a great result. But let's see if we get the new monuments unlocked and we can participate in the list on the 8s in a few weeks. First, Distinctive Jersey 1 in UCI World Tour, 50 points. It's quite a big jump in XP as well. And yes, we've unlocked the 4 of the monuments. We have, I'm pretty sure we unlocked Duty Lombardia previously. I don't know why it's unlocked. It's the same rank as these races, so why isn't it here? I don't get that, but it's some part of the race, so ask Cyanide or whoever makes the game focus why that is the case. But let's see if we have an invite. Otherwise, we just added 25 points, listed on the 8s. Of course, we have Festival London as well, so we have these 2 races probably in the next video, as they seem like the most exciting. Confirm. I will gladly spend 25 points on entering my first major, so that will be in the next video. Really happy about this. I was so worried about throwing it all away again, like I did last time. But great result overall. Next up, my first monument. Don't expect any result at all. Looking at my stats, I'm still not even close to being the best hill rider on the team. So I don't even think I'll get any captaincy role. But I have the best average rider right now. My flat and my fighter skills are really high, so I will of course try again to go in a breakaway and get some XP that way. See you guys next time. Goodbye.